If you think you know Scott Steiner well, you are wrong. Yes, he is certainly a wrestling legend, but today you will learn about his dark side. At the end of the video, you will draw your own conclusions about how to perceive him. Scott Steiner, a larger-than-life figure in professional wrestling, made his mark with a combination of brute strength, technical prowess, and a flamboyant personality. Born Scott Carl Rex Steiner on July 29, 1962, in Bay City, Michigan, he began his wrestling career in the mid-1980s after a successful amateur wrestling stint at the University of Michigan. Early in his career, Steiner, along with his brother Rick, became famous as one half of the Steiner brothers, a tag team that dominated various wrestling promotions throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s. Their innovative moves and intense in-ring style quickly made them fan favorites. As time went on, Scott's physique and persona evolved, leading to his transformation into Big Papa Pump, a character that became synonymous with arrogance, raw power, and unpredictable behavior. With his bleached blonde hair, chainmail headdress, and chiseled physique, Scott Steiner rebranded himself as a singles competitor, particularly during his time in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, in the late 1990s and early 2000s. His new persona brought him multiple championships, including the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Steiner's in-ring style was a mix of power moves, such as the Steiner Recliner and the Frankensteiner, and his penchant for trash-talking both opponents and fans alike made him one of wrestling's most memorable characters. Scott Steiner has been involved in numerous incidents throughout his wrestling career that have added to his reputation as one of the most controversial figures in professional wrestling. Steiner was no stranger to backstage altercations, often stemming from his no-nonsense attitude and intense personality. One of the most famous incidents occurred in WCW, where Steiner reportedly got into a heated confrontation with fellow wrestler Diamond Dallas Page. The tension between the two escalated to the point where Steiner allegedly attacked Page, causing a rift that was only resolved years later. Steiner's promos were notorious for their unpredictability and often controversial content. One of the most infamous was his math promo during a TNA segment, where he presented a convoluted mathematical breakdown of his chances of winning a match. The promo became a viral sensation and is still remembered as one of the most bizarre yet entertaining moments in wrestling history. However, some of his other promos crossed the line, including ones where he made inflammatory remarks about fellow wrestlers, leading to real-life tension and backlash. In 2015, Steiner was banned from the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony after Hulk Hogan's then-wife, Jennifer McDaniel, accused Steiner of threatening Hogan at an airport. According to McDaniel, Steiner approached her and made threatening remarks about Hogan. The incident was taken seriously enough that WWE took action, barring Steiner from attending any WWE events surrounding that year's WrestleMania. Steiner's out-of-ring controversies also include legal issues. In 1998, he was arrested following a road rage incident in Georgia, where he allegedly threatened another driver with a lead pipe. The case brought negative attention to Steiner and further cemented his reputation as a hothead. Additionally, Steiner had a history of legal disputes with wrestling promotions over contractual and payment issues, particularly during his time with WCW and TNA. In 2020, Steiner collapsed backstage during a TNA event, which led to immediate concerns about his health. He was rushed to the hospital and underwent emergency heart surgery. The incident was a wake-up call for many fans and peers who had seen Steiner push his body to the limit over his long career. Although he recovered, the incident highlighted the physical toll that years of wrestling had taken on him, leading to discussions about his retirement from in-ring competition. Throughout his career, Steiner developed a reputation for being a dangerous and sometimes reckless worker in the ring. Several opponents have claimed that Steiner's intensity and physicality sometimes crossed the line, leading to legitimate injuries. This reputation caused tension with some wrestlers who were hesitant to work with him, fearing that they might get hurt. Steiner was known for his blunt and often abrasive personality, both in public appearances and interviews. He made headlines for his outspoken views on the wrestling business, frequently criticizing WWE management, including Vince McMahon and Triple H. His comments often sparked controversy, but they also earned him a loyal following among fans who appreciated his no-holds-barred approach to the industry. These incidents, among others, have contributed to Scott Steiner's legacy as one of the most controversial and polarizing figures in professional wrestling. While his talent and achievements in the ring are undeniable, his volatile personality and numerous off-screen incidents have ensured that he remains a figure of fascination and debate within the wrestling community. Steiner began his wrestling journey in the late 1980s after a successful amateur wrestling career at the University of Michigan, where he was a standout athlete. He made his professional debut in 1986, wrestling for various independent promotions before catching the attention of major wrestling companies. Steiner first gained national exposure in the National Wrestling Alliance and World Championship Wrestling as part of the tag team, the Steiner Brothers, alongside his older brother, Rick Steiner. The Steiner brothers quickly became one of the most dominant and popular tag teams in wrestling history. Known for their combination of brute strength and technical prowess, they won multiple tag team championships across various promotions, including WCW, the NWA, and later, the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE. In the mid-1990s, Scott Steiner began to break out as a singles competitor. He started to develop a more aggressive and flamboyant persona, highlighted by his adoption of the nickname Big Papa Pump. This character transformation was accompanied by a dramatic change in his appearance, as Steiner became heavily muscled and started wearing chainmail headdresses and sunglasses, projecting a larger-than-life image. During this period, Steiner's in-ring style also evolved. He incorporated more high-impact moves and became known for his dangerous and innovative suplexes, particularly the Steiner screwdriver and the Frankensteiner, a Hurricane Rana move that was revolutionary for a wrestler of his size. Steiner's push as a top singles star culminated in 2000 when he won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. His reign as champion solidified his status as one of the company's biggest stars during the final years of WCW. During his time as champion, Steiner feuded with some of the biggest names in wrestling, including Booker T, Kevin Nash, and Goldberg. His brutal in-ring style and volatile personality make him a dominant and feared champion. After WCW was purchased by WWE in 2001, Steiner took some time off before making his WWE debut in 2002. His return was highly anticipated, and he was quickly thrust into high-profile feuds with top stars such as Triple H. However, his WWE run was marred by injuries and inconsistent booking, which prevented him from reaching the same heights he had achieved in WCW. In 2006, Steiner joined Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, now known as Impact Wrestling, where he experienced a career resurgence. He became a key member of the promotion, aligning with various factions and competing against some of TNA's top stars. Steiner's second stint in TNA saw him team up with younger talent and continue to evolve his character. He also participated in international tours, helping to expand TNA's presence worldwide. Scott Steiner's career is characterized by his ability to reinvent himself and remain relevant in a constantly changing industry. From his early days as a technically gifted tag team wrestler to his later years as the muscle-bound Big Papa Pump, Steiner has left an indelible mark on professional wrestling. His innovative moves, particularly the Frankensteiner, influenced a generation of wrestlers who followed him.